So we're a little less than halfway through the 2023 college football season, and yet it seems like we've had enough entertainment thus far to last us a lifetime. I think we can all give a collective thank you to Deion Sanders for that. Aside from all that, we've already had massive matchups, surprising upsets, and a dying conference determined to go out with a bang. And even with all the storylines and the chaos that comes with the sport, there's been one thing that stood out to me above everything else. And that one thing is game day graphics. We've seen some wacky and fire posts from the social media teams this year, and I thought it would be fun to rate my favorite ones that I've seen online and maybe make one of my own. So yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different than the ones that I've made in the past, but we're going to be looking at these game day graphics, picking out what we like from each one. Then we're going to take a look at the matchups this week and pick one game to make the ultimate game day graphic for. And yes, this has to be one of my most ambitious projects to date on this channel, because unfortunately I'm not gifted with Photoshop. In fact, I'm actually pretty bad, but the point of this video is to have fun, get some reps in, and who knows, maybe this becomes an ongoing series for the channel and we can actually make some fire content in the future. So without further ado, let's take a look at these game day graphics. So first up, we have this graphic from last week between Duke and Notre Dame. A lot going on in this picture. I don't know where they got this leprechaun image from. It's reminding me of this guy. This is literally one of the first horror movies that I was able to watch as a kid. I think I was over at a friend's house or something. This terrified me. We got the Duke player in the back with the setting up the trap for the little leprechaun. Got some little rainbow lighting with a nice touch. And you do have like the Duke chapel in the background, which is a cool attention to detail by the social media team. I don't know where they get these pictures from. You even have a little Home Depot sign right here. And I think that's just like a call to the game day helmets that they give the student section. I think my biggest problem is I'm gonna have to get the lighting right. I'm gonna have to make it a little bit fun. Don't just have like two players looking at each other. We're trying to be wacky with it. We're trying to be a little creative. I saw this one from last week between Utah and Oregon State. This one's simple. You got the beaver swimming in the pond and the Utah helmet coming up from the depths. Who knows what they do to the beaver in the next scene. Maybe we could get like an actual animal representing the mascot, and specifically Auburn has been killing it. This was the post that first caught my eye. That's really cool. There's got to be some layering to this because there's a lot of depth here, and the lighting. So this is gonna be hard. I saw this one for UCF and K-State. You got the knights rolling up to what looks like a castle with the K-State logo on it, kind of marching into battle almost. That one was really unique. Basically, what I'm looking at is some actual mascots. Definitely get the lighting right, just make it look epic and get a little quirky with it, make it a little fun. So now let's take a look at the matchups for this week. We're coming up on week 6 at the time of recording. K-State, Oklahoma State, Nebraska, Illinois. Then obviously on Saturday, there's that big matchup, Texas, Oklahoma. I think that's probably the one we'll choose for this video, just because that's one of the biggest matchups, one of the biggest rivalries in college football, why not? Other than that, what other kind of matchups do we have? Alabama, A&M, Notre Dame, Louisville. But yeah, I think Texas and Oklahoma is the most intriguing to me. Maybe we can do something with kind of the carriage that Oklahoma uses to rides out in their little horses. And let's think of something. Let's pull up Photoshop and see what we can devise here. So first of all, let's see what kind of images we can get. Oklahoma Sooners. Okay, so I guess we gotta pick which team we're gonna be favoring, because each graphic it's coming out from one single team. So of course they're gonna have kind of a bias. So I guess we should just make a prediction of who we want. The Sooners are much improved from last year, but I think Texas is different. I know we say every year that Texas is back, but they actually might be back. I think this is going to be a really good game, but I do think Texas pulls it out. So we're going to make this graphic from a Texas slant. So maybe I want the carriage crashing. Maybe, we could get the bull tipping over the carriage. That might be good. Okay, let me see if I can get... this one might be good. This one could work. I feel like I'm Bob Ross right now. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can put into Photoshop here. Okay, so we have the selection of the carriage. All right, let's bring in the bull and just kind of see what it would look like. Okay, so this is going to be the general idea for the concept. I'm not going to record the whole thing. Like, I'll record the screen and fast forward through it so you guys don't have to watch me do the whole entire thing. I do want to add kind of like a Red River type thing because it is the Red River rivalry. So I might put something in like that, but there are some AI tools built into Photoshop now, so I might use some of that to get some assets to put in here. But I'll fast forward through here and I'll see you guys at the end for the reveal. All right, so after a few hours, we finally have a finished product. That took quite a while looking up different tutorials and how to do different things, but it's about 2:30 in the morning and we finally have a finished product. So drum roll, here is the final image for the Texas and Oklahoma Red River rivalry last year in the Big 12 for both teams. So this is going to be a big game. But yeah, this is the final image. Not perfect, obviously. It's really my first ever attempt at it, so I'm going to keep learning. I might try to post this on Twitter for the game in the thread and see if it gets any traction. You guys can follow me on Twitter if you want. But yeah, this was fun. Let me know if you guys want me to do this in future weeks. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.